Hi and welcome to Odyssey of Ascension. It is Friday's channeling, part 2 of this month's Q&A. Thank you all once again for participating, and here we go. Go ahead.
The first question comes from Damien S. I don't know how to feel worthy of a good sexual time with women. I have such a ridiculous fear about provoking sexual tension with women because I feel on the one hand that I'm going to be disrespectful with them, and that's not what I was told to be when I was a child.
Dingo, ding ding ding, stop, nothing else to say. There it is, kid. The solution always lies within the question. You're not looking at it, you're paying attention to the details because you're trying to make a salvation out of salvation. So you find me to solve your problem when the salvation that you have awaits you by choice. Go back to the time of that dependency and that idea that your mother and father and the diplomacies of your family members, according to the religion, bestowed this upon you for you to be fucked up about. Listen, women want love just like you do. They want passion just like you do. They want interaction just like you do. But you are afraid of offending. You are afraid of crossing the lines, which is truly your worthiness, which is birthed why you asked this question. Go ahead with the rest.
On the other hand, I know that they like someone who can say to them how hot they are and stay firm in that statement without giving a shit of what they think. Beneath that, I feel that if I do provoke them and can take them to bed, I won't be able to satisfy them.
Blah, 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 blah,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
It's really driving me crazy.
Yes, it is, because you're letting it.
Yeah.
You're just not going out there and having sex. Get on the horse. So to speak. Look, kid, go and have fun, okay? You need to hire a hooker, hire a hooker. Do whatever it takes to get your confidence up, to know that the playing out of the experience as opposed to the fear that you won't go to because you're paralyzed in theory land on outcome based upon someone else's diarrhea from 30 fucking years ago, then that's what you do. You need to be you. You need to start. You need to act. You need to hold hands. You need to kiss. You need to get to know someone. You don't have to go into bed right away. It's not bad at all, but it's a choice. You got to understand your worthiness is kicking your ass on this. Everything you need to know is in that idea. What you were taught is a belief. It leads to fear in your mind. Therefore, you stop and try to solve with limitation to solve limitation. Limitation to solve limitation. I'm using limitation to solve limitation. Gotta go unknown on this, kid. Go ahead.
The next question is from Ms. Organic Farm Graph.
Gesundheit.
How do I feel worthy? How to stop doing that thing that
I
I do?
love the worthiness coming up.
How to stop doing that thing that I do that keeps me from feeling what I want and getting what I want.
Stop right there.
That's
how? There is no how. You know how, you don't. You fear. How do I stop the thing I do? How do I do the thing I want to do without? You can't until you do it. Everyone is looking to solve the problem, to have the solution laid out in front of them. Then they give themselves permission to move. You can't hesitate on life. You got to experience it. You're so afraid of fucking things up. Consequences kicking your ass 3 ways from Wednesday. If I do this, it might do this or this or this. So you never know. So you'll never know. Because you don't choose. Read that part. How do I what? How do I stop?
Doing that thing that I do that keeps me from feeling what I want.
That thing that you do is recognizable. This is the thing that I do. How do I stop? I don't do what that do. I do. Don't. Not today. You're looking for a solution. The solution is in your choice. See, we bring humanity to awareness through offerings, through all truths are truth, the expansion, the evolution of the species. And we've gotten you to a point to where you have to be in worthiness of yourself to choose a life that you deserve. that you're allowed to have. And you're asking how to do that when it's laid right in front of you. You just do. You want a solution, go to a religion. Go ahead.
The next question is from Brent H.
Mm-hmm.
And it has 2 parts.
The second part we're not going to answer. We already got that answer. What happened to that? Yeah.
Yes, the Russian thing.
The Russian idea. Yeah.
Okay.
The Russian party that. Yeah.
Okay. I've always been curious about an incident that occurred many years ago that led me down the path I'm on now in life.
Okay, right there. Why do you even need to be curious about it if you're on the path you are now? Because, you see, if that incident wouldn't happen, you would be on another path and you would not even know the path you are on now. You would not know this you. So here's the question. Wondering what you is better. Brent, you're wondering right now, since this is curious, it led me here. What happens if I did? Where would I be? Would I be better? Which means only lack. The only thing you're screaming to the universe is, I don't know if I'm good enough to be where I'm at. I need to know why, curious, this idea happened because I'm myself because of this. Well, you're yourself because you were born. You're yourself because you turned left. You're yourself because you said hello to one person and not this person. That's who you are now. You're dragging time. Finish up the rest so we can point something out.
Okay. I was in a very bad emotional state years ago, and to get out
And right now you're at peace.
And to get out of the depression, I ended up doing ketamine with 2 friends of mine.
So what?
I was in a beautiful rainforest with waterfalls and flowers everywhere. A gorgeous tall woman with dark hair and Greek flowing robe appeared to me and said, "You're not supposed to be here yet. You're not supposed to be seeing this."
That was you telling you. You have fears. Did you deserve that moment? That was not an entity intruding on your reality saying you don't belong here. That was your own worthiness, Brent. That was the way you projected permission to be where you're at. You were afraid. You were feeling guilty because you were actually getting what you wanted out of life. And you don't think you deserve it because your whole damn family has been kicking your ass since you were born and you've been struggling to become accepted by them. And so in that moment, you actually got an experience that was worthy. So you had this lady come to you, you don't belong here, to make a choice. Go ahead.
The next question is from David.
Hi, David.
And David has questions about eternity and anxiety contemplating his eternal nature.
Okay.
What must I accept?
Woo!
Bless you.
We got more dust.
Bless you, bless
Oh, that
you.
was wonderful. Oh, goodness. Kind of felt exhilarating.
Yeah, kind of.
Go ahead.
What must I accept, discover, or simply realize that which I have missed about myself that will allow me to dive and drift into the idea, or rather the reality, of the never-ending abyss of existence without resistance?
Can you read that from the beginning?
Okay.
Where is there a...
I remember being introduced to the dogmatic concept of the afterlife at a very young age. When
Perfect.
contemplating
Okay.
my fate, not even the punishments of hell were as anxiety-inducing to my child self as the idea of eternity,
Okay.
as though it is a bottomless and unbearable void.
Yes.
Many years later in my journey of awakening, the idea of eternity is once again resurfacing.
Kerr.
During my attempts to appreciate and love my being, awareness, and isness, I
Okay.
am reminded of the eternal nature of my existence, and
Awesome.
then it hits.
What the fuck is
ever
wrong?
familiar surge of anxiety,
Okay, because you're realizing you've been gifted with
which I
eternal.
must immediately distract myself
No, you
from.
must not. That's your bullshit, kid. That's your will of the now from the idea of discovering your grace, the gift you've been given of existence. So I must immediately. That's you claiming your own limitation. I must immediately distract myself. No, because if you're aware, you're distracting yourself, you're aware of the choice, just like the questions 2 ago. Same thing. You're aware. I must choose what I do to do. No, you don't. You're aware of that distraction, you just don't choose it. You allow it. You allow it. You don't avoid thought. You allow thought. You allow that to be in your reality. Go back and watch Sylvester on this channel that you're watching. Okay? Accept reality is. Reality is. Accept it. Accept all. You accept your thoughts. That's reality. That's what you're aware of. And you're aware that you have anxiety. Excellent. Because that's your limitation self going, holy shit, I'm forever. And anxiety comes up because you're about to become your own grace. You're looking with all of this stuff. Look how much crap you wrote. That's distractions. Why are you trying to distract me? Why are you trying to distract you? Because that's your logical mind trying to make reason of it. How can you be reasonable in a land of limitation? You have to be unreasonable to be unlimited. You're aware of the choice. We're not going to make it for you because no one can. Because every universe is subjective. Any and every universe is choice. And you see it. Done. Go ahead.
The next question is from Colton H.
Hi, Colton.
I've recently left a relationship in my life that I believed was a person I was going to spend the rest of my life with.
Yes.
However, throughout the relationship, there was a lot of questioning as to if I can trust this person.
Oh, bingo, right? Stop right there, Colton. Why would you ever trust another? Hi, my name is Slave Master. And you're in my reality, and I'm going to give you my trust. And I'm going to put a box around you. We said this before, but you didn't listen, apparently. So in that idea, I'm going to say, okay, I love you. And now I trust you. So here's what you do. You become a slave master. Because you take that entity that, quote, you love unconditionally, bullshit, and you put rules on them. The rules are your trust. I would expect them that they wouldn't do that because that's what a relationship means. Really? So your point of view means another point of view has to be fitted within your point of view. Slave, master. You're employing a slave to fit your trust box that you say is trustworthy. And if an entity, God forbid, actually chooses their joy and it goes beyond the boundaries that you laid out so neatly, it goes beyond those boundaries, then they betrayed you and you're upset and then you question your reality because that person did it. You fuck. Look what you did to yourself. It's so beautiful that you see that. Now, I want to know if you're the master or you're being objective and taking this personally. Because if you take this personally, you're making yourself into an object of attack. And what this is a beautiful portion of yourself to see subjectively how you imprisoned another to fit your lack. Because they were your relationship, and this is what it means. Did you not read the contract? Really? What's the rest of it? Love is unconditional. How can you condition another for actions? Because you are afraid to be empty again. You committed. I thought this was the one I'm going to live for the rest of my life. So that must be. And they are not doing what I said because I committed. Because you don't know how to love yourself, kid. You don't know what it is to love a God. You're God. See, you're trying to love everything outside of you and prove it and make your actions, and those actions have to be graded and they have to be worthy because you're so trying so hard to get accepted because you haven't accepted that you're God. That you need nothing to be loved. You are that. You are eternal. You are awareness. You are forever. You deserve all lives, but the life that you deserve is the life that is unknown. You're basing your life off of the lack, what you need in time to fulfill you. I will be happy then, but not now. Now I suck, but then will be good. I find the then that gets me to then, and that then goes away, and now I suck again. Stop the madness. Go ahead. We're done.
This question is from Janelle C.
Hi, Janelle.
I have many amazing moments in life when the dimensions of my ability to have several perceptions from different views is so clear. There is a comfort in this familiar and yet unknown ability to blend with it all. The ability to have intense things happening and yet a morphing of time. where so many things are in my awareness in sharp clarity, and yet things are unfolding in a slow but fast time. I would like to have a greater sense of navigating into this more.
If I give you a sense of navigation in this, then I'm going to take you on a road that doesn't fit your world. You're finding something so awesome and you're questioning it. You have to trust it. You. Look, God, you, whole, is giving you an experience of a lifetime, but you fear that navigating it might lead you astray if you depend on you. Well, who the fuck are you? You're the God here. Get to know God. I'm not your God. You are. We know you're asking questions for guidance. My guidance is you choose your navigation. So you start to become familiar with reality. Reality that says, oh my God, I can choose. Reality says, oh my God, I am my truth. Reality says, oh my God, I don't give a fuck where I go because I am. That's what you're going to start being. That's what you're going to start remembering. And if you sit there and say, oh, everything is great, but then you question your greatness with the diplomacy and the republic of something outside of you that commands more authority than people around you. When do you get to be God? When you choose. Go ahead.
This question is from Lorraine N.
Lorraine.
I have been planting vegetable seeds in my greenhouse, but every time they grew, something would eat them or dig them out of the pot. So I asked the fairies and the elves to help, and they did. And I would like to know what I can do for them to show my gratitude other than just saying thank you.
Stop. Lorraine, stop. Oh, good Lord. Here we go. Let me tell you this. I'm a person that is a giver and a receiver sequentialtaneously. I am creation. You ask them to do something for you. You would offend them if you wanted to pay it back, because that denies them the gift of giving. Don't be offensive. That's not to creation. That's to you. As if you need to pay back someone else's gift. Otherwise, it's not a gift. If you deplete it with your diplomacies of I don't deserve by paying it back. Stop, Lorraine. The fairies are not working. They are joyful. No one pays back joy. We want to. Let us. Go ahead.
This question is from Jessica.
Hello, Jessica.
Like so many people, I have been conditioned to believe that the only source of income I have is employment and hard work.
Perfect.
I want to break that belief pattern and
allow money. Quit your job.
And allow money to flow into my life from other sources.
Okay, then quit your job. Because as long as you say and employ that way until something better comes along, then you won't know if there is something better, which of course. But why does it have to bring money into other ways? Why are you hell-bent on money? Because money is nothing. You don't sit on money and bathe in money. What you do with money is you spend it. Some of you sit on it and hold it for some other frickin' day, which is just buying insurance for the future because you're afraid or you don't trust your God. Money is meant to be spent. Spend it. And when you have access to the idea of other ways, they're not going to look like money. Not all of them. So what you're doing is limiting yourself because you're lacking, and you're meaning that I know my job is the only way, I want other ways of money. But why does it have to be money? Why can't it be a collapsed timeline where you already have A, B, and C, and all of a sudden you catch up to that timeline and measure it with you, and you go, oh yeah, I forgot I had a car. Oh yeah, I thought I had this. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this. Silly me. But no, you can't see that because that can't come into your awareness. You know why? Because you're thinking. You're trying to control your reality with ways that would fulfill your lack. And your lack is money right now. Fear. No God needs to work. Ever. But you think since they don't work, you're going to fall to the wayside. But you're not going to work. You're going to do passion. And passion, creation, love. Whether it's gardening, whether it's ditch digging, whether it's flying a kite, whether it's doing your jewelry, whether it's, if it's your joy, you will get abundance. Because you will be abundant. Action of passion. not a pause, waiting for the perfect moment to come, then I can quit. Time, limitation, enslavement by you, because you don't believe that you're God. But you don't get to meet God, you have to let God show up. But as long as you throw up your barriers, you don't let him in. You. Go ahead.
This question is from Hobson L.
Hello, Hobson. Hello.
And it says, Malatar/intelligence.
I know Malatar well.
I've had this dream like 3 times or more. Was or is there a race of beings who were around when dinosaurs or large creatures who were similar to dinosaurs that had humanoid features? Because I've had a dream about being chased by dinosaurs and I was jumping from tree to tree, yet I had the ability to fly or glide. Perhaps it was technology.
No, not necessarily technology. You are, well, all right, there's more here going on. What you're doing is you're confusing 2 ideas here, and we're going to separate them because you're using this and this to try to figure it out. You're thinking, but it's good because we'll get to some clarity with this idea because it's freedom for you. It's not of another distraction. So read the first part about, are there another
race of beings who were around when dinosaurs...
Okay, yes, they're called raptors. Okay, raptors were sentient beings. Go ahead.
Because I've had a dream about being chased by dinosaurs.
Chased by dinosaurs, but you don't think you were a dinosaur. You think you were a humanoid that would resemble dinosaurs. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were thinking that, okay, you were in the idea of being chased by dinosaurs because your mind doesn't think humans and dinosaurs existed at the same time. They did. Absolutely. That's what you're getting. But there was also the piece that raptors were sentient beings. You guys think history is a timeline. It's not. It's now. Go ahead.
This question is from Katrina A.
Okay.
So, being God, it's a choice by activating and embodying this reality, and the only way to manifest more abundance is to honor ourselves with honesty by doing what we really like. But if
yes.
we don't dissolve lack frequencies and fragmentation, we'll manifest difficult situations while we are fulfilling our desires.
No. You do not manifest situations. You view them as situations. You do not manifest anything. You view them as that. The whole higher self is creating the reality already. You're not creating shit except the way you see it. That's what you're doing. You're not manifesting bad times. You're viewing it as a bad time based off of your subjective universe that filters this situation as a quote bad time. You got to choose what you want. You think if I choose my joy and this situation manifests, then it's my joy choosing to be that. Read that part again. Listen close. You are just killing yourself with awareness. I love it. Go ahead.
But if we don't dissolve lack frequencies and fragmentation...
If we don't dissolve, how do you dissolve it unless you show yourself that they don't exist? Because they only exist in time. What the fuck is so wrong with your life? Tell me, what is so treacherous about your life right now? Nothing. It's the shit you live with time because you are afraid to actually get what you want. God.
Yes.
Joy. Freedom. Go ahead.
She says, I am afraid of embodying the godness.
Yes! That's it.
That's it.
It's done. It's done. That is it. That's it. You just have to choose it. I love it. There's like 6 or 7 that are right on the cusp of going into that unknown, and you're so scared. We understand. It's blood curdling. You are afraid to realize all this shit that you've been playing with, this pretend land, is actually gonna fucking come true. And you'll be free. And you don't know what to do with yourself. Because you're using your equatable idea of mind to fortify what's going to be like being a full-blown God. An aware God. An awareness of I am. And you're trying to use limitations, but you can't figure it out, so you won't jump. Because you don't deserve it. But if you do, you're going to lose everything that you have. You're going to lose your friends. You're going to lose your family. You know you're going into a different way to relate to reality, and you're afraid. Choose. Just choose, darling. It's okay. You're forever. Go ahead.
Lucy M. asks, why do I still believe that other people are hurting me? Why do
Because
I
that's
judge
your
them
guilt.
so often and cannot always be happy for them?
Why would you want to be happy for anybody? It's not your job to be happy. Well, let's say that again.
Why do I judge them so often and cannot always be happy for them?
Because your job is not to be happy for them. Your job is to allow them to be whatever the fuck they want. You don't have to be one way or the other. Just allow them. Look, you think that people are causing your pain, you think you're causing people pain. That's choice. That's your awareness of yourself. That's saying to you, wow, I feel guilty because you're happy. Or wow, I feel guilty because I didn't do what you wanted me to do. Or wow, you're making me feel like shit. Read it one more time. I want you to listen to what you just said here. Listen. Listen, not with your salvation idea. Not with your mind of fixing a problem because there's no problem. Listen. Hear. Listen. Go ahead.
Why do I still believe that other people are hurting me?
Yes. Why do I believe other people are hurting me? Because you were taught causation. Because you were taught a limitation. But since you are aware, for fuck's sakes, you are aware that you let them feel. You let them cause you. So you are aware of the choice. You're aware that you can choose not that. You accept that self that allows others to hurt you. I accept the guilt. I accept into my heart. Not bullshit. Not looking that if I say this, it's going to get better. Not that. Not that, child. I accept that I am guilty. I accept that I feel bad because others say I'm supposed to feel bad. I let people hurt me. I accept that self of separation. Not me, though. I'm God. I accept the fractal home. I accept the pain. Everyone wants to avoid pain. Are you kidding me? How can you avoid creation? You've masked it as pain. You've seen pain and you avoid it because pain was taught not to go into, but you must be the pain to accept and understand what pain is. It's love, for fuck's sakes, creation. Pain is love. You've just been playing it from the other side to feel that. Be it, and it will never present itself ever in the same idea. It will present itself as grace. You're going to go home if you choose to accept all of the selves you've avoided, that you cannot be, that would lay you low with your friends and family, that would allow you not to be worthy no longer if you gave up the ghost and allowed. Trust. You're busy, so busy trying to fix this. You've been at this for 6 fucking years. And you've used mantras and meditations. And you've jumped from channel to channel to channel. Excellent. Excellent, Lucinda. Excellent. Now it's time because you've met yourself. I can't choose for you. Let go. Go ahead.
Anonymous asks about the big sun activity that's been going on the past couple of weeks, CMEs, etc., and how this may be affecting us and Earth.
It's not affecting you, darling. It's not. Until you say it is, comma, God. It's not affecting you. Nothing affects anyone until it allows it to be effective or ineffective. You may experience it, but it's how you translate it in experience, whether it's going to be a causality measured on your fucking mind of polarity. Go ahead.
Anna W. asks, if consciousness is all there is, why
Yes.
do we humans so ferociously search for an answer?
Because you're separated. You don't know your consciousness. That's it. You think your consciousness because you were aware of what was taught as consciousness, but you're not accepting that you are awareness of being birthed as consciousness. And everything that you see, touch, lick, stick, smell, be, experience is consciousness in and of itself, having its own experience because of consciousness, comma, you. Symbiotic. One. All. We're ferocious because we want to go home. But we use our deployments of preservation that we feel alive with your emotional feedback, your addiction, your habits, your boundaries, your things that say, is this good? Did I do good? Is this good enough? Hey, look what I did. Look at my badge. Look at my diploma. You take those preservations. Look at my job. Look at my work. Look at the company I built. Look, look, look. Please love me. Please, please, please love me. For fuck's sake, can't you love me? And you do that. That is your ferocious idea to keep yourself sustained, alive, in existence, because you're not aware that you have always been existence. That's what you don't accept. Once you accept that you are awareness in and of itself, there's no more ferocity within you to do anything except be that you are. Go ahead.
Angie is feeling blocked and unproductive in making art and music.
Then don't make art and music. You're trying. You're trying to make art and music for some outcome. See, you guys career yourself. You're not a career. You're not a career in any way, shape, or form. You are now the passion of life. Whether other people's deem it as a career or not is up to them. Whether they pay you for your wares of joy or not is up to them. You are a God that's being passionate in the moment, and you don't deploy yourself in passionate ideas during time. In other words, I'm God here, but if I'm in front of these people, I can't be God because I got to wear my mask. If I can't tell them because they'll fucking be freaked out. Okay, then I'm God. And over here, I'll be this, and I'll just keep doing that in time, in moments, and situations. When do you get to be God? When God is now. Be the passion of the now, and don't be music, don't be art. Be now, and let the music and art sing to you. Right now, you're lacking, so you're looking for it to be and replace something because of your lack. Let go. Let go, Angie. Go ahead.
This is from Angelica. I keep experiencing a pattern in relationships recently where I have a great connection and then they kind of disappear.
Yes.
I feel like in person they are as open as me, and then if I think about them or reach out to them, they don't reciprocate. Right now, I'm looking for something casual, and I'm feeling like my vibration is to not have certain expectations from others.
Yes.
And to let them do their own thing.
Bingo. Excellent. Excellent. Keep going.
The only thing is it's happening over and over again.
So what?
And it's just a bit confusing.
Because you're judging it. You're not allowing it. You can't, just because it's not happened right away, or even 5, 6, 7 times, you have to be now and maybe take your focus away from what not happening into what is happening.
I also had a dream last night about someone I've never met and fell in love with.
Good.
It was very vivid. Am I
Okay.
telling myself I'm seeking something when I feel like I'm really not?
No, God, that has nothing one to do with the other. That's like, oh, I'm in left field. Okay, now I'm playing football. Stop. You're in two different worlds there. No. Read that second part again. I had a dream where I fell in love with a person that I've never met.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's you. Go ahead.
This question is from Andromeda. I have rigid beliefs I wish to let go.
Then let go of them by not validating them every moment when they come up to be challenged. You must choose the unknown God instead of the known God of rigid beliefs, because that's the only thing that reinforces it. You guys are machines called the will of the now. That will of the now is your free will choice of your believability. I don't believe that anymore, but you fucking do, because it comes up and you recognize it, and I don't want to choose that, but I can't choose that because if I choose this, this might happen. So I have to choose that, and you choose that and you fortify it and it stays. You just don't choose it. You don't choose it. Like the idea, how do I, let's say, have other money? You choose better. Quit your job is one way. Stop asking or being that person that you think you need to be with your parents. You're at your work and you know you don't want to do that because it's going to lead to what you know you don't want to do. and you keep doing it because they've grown expectant of you to keep doing that, but you don't want to do it because you don't want to offend anyone, so you do it, but you don't want to do it because you want to do it for yourself and have a freedom, but you'll sacrifice yourself in pain. I keep doing that. Why? Because you don't know any better for yourself, because you don't deserve the better of yourself, because you're afraid to choose yourself. Those are 4 different ways to look at it right there. Just stop. Rigid beliefs are rigid beliefs, and you just said they're rigid beliefs because you're challenged with a belief that you're ready to let go of. The pain that you feel is the idea of you releasing that entity of fractalization, your way of viewing life from this point, and now you're viewing here. Hi, I don't need to be this rigid belief. I can choose this. Who do I want to choose? I think I got to choose this again. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ow! Go ahead.
That's it.
All right, I got one more. Roxy has one more. Yeah? Okay. This just got sent today. Cindy, I have a question put to my head. Is it possible to add it to its rise? Yeah, well, guess what it is. Sometimes I'm confused about the moon, on how the moon was formed. Who cares? They have many theories, but why? Why do you want to know? They find holes in the theories. Of course, because whenever it's theorized out of lack was always lack full. Listen to that again. If you use the commonality of theory, which is based upon limitation, lack, so it must be full of lack, those theories. So of course someone's going to find a different area because you're in polarity, and if you have one truth, then of course you have the other side. So that's why there's no answer except the answer that you give yourself, because all truths are truth in the eye of the beholder. Ding, 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 ding. I can choose my truth about the moon? Yes. See, you already have a story of your head in your moon, in your head about the moon. You have that story, but you won't tell it to yourself because you don't trust yourself, Cindy. It's not about the fucking moon. False explanation, textbooks, la-di-da-di. We love you, Cindy. But this has nothing to do with the moon. It has everything to do with you. Why won't you listen to the whole self that I already gave you the answer many times? But you don't trust that theory. You trust written theories, authoritative theories, science theories, limitation theories. You're trying to take limitation and relate it to the unlimited, which is yourself saying, I got the answer. Well, you're weird. You're unknown. No, I don't know. You're not there. Your imagination. No, can't trust you. I'll go trust the textbooks. I'll go trust the authority, the ones that have done the research. Because, see, they have telescopes, and they have history. And, see, they have much more than my imagination. I don't know you. You're scary. No, I can't know. No. No. I know. No, I can't. That's it. It's the battle that is ongoing with all entities. You were taught not to trust your imagination, so therefore you birthed yourself in this streamline of authority around you, and you're just taken like a Tarzan running through the forest, grabbing on the vine, and all those things of just moving through life on everyone else's truth except yours. Damn. It's okay. But awareness, it's all you need. We're not here to give you answers to solve problems because you don't have problems. We're here to give you the awareness of the problems you're choosing to be. Oh, good stuff. And this is Malatar. Bid you a good day. She's got some zap in her. I love you guys. Thank you so much. We will see you next Wednesday. I'll get this up ASAP. Bye, everybody. Thanks for participating.